Hi, welcome everybody to Kingdom Group's Coffee Talk. I hope everybody has been keeping safe, staying home, and staying healthy during this CMCO period. So today's Coffee Talk we're going to introduce two special guests, and they are a married couple, and they're both with AIA and Kingdom Group. So they'll be sharing about the dynamic and how they work together, see each other in the office, see each other during appointments, and then go back home at night. They're still seeing each other. So, how does it work? What are their experiences? What does it feel like? We'll be bringing in Eugene and Felicia. Hi, guy. I think you're muted still. It still says muted. There we go.
Hello,
How are
guys.
you all doing?
Very good.
Embracing the
How are
Halloween mood,
you?
I see.
Yes, pretty much.
Doesn't that scare your little
Look
daughter?
at that. Just kidding.
Taking a nap now, so it's fine.
He's taking a nap now. Okay.
Oh,
Back to all right. Something that's more presentable. Hello, hello.
oh,
Good
Captain.
afternoon.
Welcome, Captain and First Mate. So I hope everybody is doing okay on this
Yes,
rather
yes.
gloomy
So far,
Saturday afternoon.
yeah, pretty much quite gloomy.
Yeah, so like I mentioned to our viewers, we're gonna get you guys to share about
Okay.
what is it like. Morning, you wake up, you see each other, you go to the office more or less with each other, you go to some appointments together. End of the day, you come back, you're still looking at each other, right? So,
Yes.
okay,
Still
before we
trying
get
to cope. Still trying to cope.
still trying to good, we'll share
Yeah.
more of that. Okay, so before we go into that, for those who have not, I'm sure some of you might remember Eugene, but can Eugene and Felicia, both of you, just give a quick background? What were you guys doing before you made the move to Kingdom Group and AIA?
Before that, I was in advertising for about 12 years. And then I decided to just take that leap of faith and try something new lah. Because people around me were already, I have some friends in the industry as well.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, some friends in Kingdom Group as well. So I see their progress in the insurance career versus my progress in advertising. So I decided that advertising was no longer something that I would want to pursue. So I decided to join the insurance industry, and so far it's been working out quite fine, quite well. So yeah, no regrets. Then
Great.
for Felicia,
Well,
For me, way back college days, right? I actually
mm-hmm.
studied civil engineering, and then I
Wow,
did
okay.
advertising. So I did advertising for more than 10 years. We shall not go to the exact years, but more than 10 years. Um, managing accounts, like quite big accounts, lah. I would say, uh, Unilever, Coca-Cola. We have
Mm,
Celcom, TM, and then the new clients like HelloGo, hotels like Data Langkawi. So
okay.
that's my background actually.
Okay,
And
when you're
how
in the, sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
so when I saw him join AIA, join insurance, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's a big change. Then I thought to myself like, why not, right? Maybe one day. So
Right.
yeah. So here we
So
are today.
so was part of the reason you chose to also try AI? Would you say a majority of it came from influence from Eugene's side, or was it just something that you thought why not try, especially in the current climate? What was the finger that just pushed you over the edge and said, "Okay, let's go"?
Um,
oh yeah, she's gonna answer that.
uh, I would say, okay, I probably can summarize in two words: flexibility and
Hmm.
career. First thing first, I
Okay.
think it happened during the first MCO.
Mhm.
Mm.
Um, I think all of us spend a lot of time with our family and all that. For us, I especially spent a lot of quality time with our daughter, and then
Ah,
I felt,
okay.
yeah, so I felt that it is even more important now to spend
Mm.
that time, especially during these formative years for her. She's already 23 months. Next year, I
Oh,
mean, next
okay.
month, she's going to be 2 years old.
Wow.
So it's like all other mothers, we really cannot buy time. right?
That's true.
Kids are growing really fast.
Mm.
And I wouldn't trade for anything else lah. I mean, the moment that we have together, the connection that we built during MCO was really, I couldn't describe it. You know,
Priceless.
yeah. So although I have to start from scratch, I take this opportunity as a potential lah, to explore this
Right.
potential. So it's like suddenly
Okay.
from 9 to 5, I've gotten this opportunity to be a bit more, in fact, very much more efficient and effective working from 9 to 3. I really,
Mm-hmm.
really focus 9 to 3, and that's it. And after that, after 3 p.m., I get my sacred connection with Clarity Me. So it's like,
Right.
why not, right? So that's the flexibility that I enjoy.
Sure.
And while I have that flexibility, I also have fulfilling career. I feel that
Mm.
finally I get to, even if I don't get to help the entire world, ideally, it sounds like Miss World, but like at least I get to create awareness or educate people around me or even friends, strangers that I meet. Sometimes when I go
Right.
Starbucks for coffee and all that, then we
Mm-hmm.
start chatting with strangers. Oh, what do you do? And I
Mm.
start talking about what I'm doing currently,
Mm.
and they get interested. Oh, what is this? What is that? So it
Okay.
feels really good. I don't know. I
Wow. Yeah.
yeah. So it's
Okay.
flexibility and fulfilling career.
Okay.
Mind blown. Right. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of thoughts behind
Yeah, I
what you
mean,
just mentioned. Yeah. I didn't see it that way. Sorry.
What about you, Eugene? What was there anything? I'm sure you did wanted to join the business, right? Soon after you started it yourself. So for you, was it like every day you just place little ideas in your head, like sort of subtle hints, or did you just tell her just join it, just try it, let's go one time, try it out? How did you approach it with her?
Of course, being in the industry, I've seen seniors who do it as a family business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Husband and wife. So one of them is the leader, and then the other one is the super agent. And of course, the benefits of doing it as a family business also, it's because that now with a daughter, we can also pass the business. I mean, if she wants it, we can pass it down to her, to the next generation. So
Sure.
financially, she would be quite secure. She will be secure
Mm-hmm.
from what we do. So I feel that to do it as a family business is very important. That's why I
Right.
was in my mind, it was always important for Fel to join one day. And of course, with the MCO happening and like what she mentioned before, just have to just do that final poke. Not even a poke, just a poke, like, then she
Just a hard breath.
yeah. And she decided to join lah. So that was good also.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we know, right, insurance, it's about meeting people, correct? You get
Yeah.
friends, family, strangers, like Fel mentioned and whatnot. Now for
Mhm.
Fel, because Eugene had joined the business previously, and I'm sure that at your old workplace or any new friends that you met, you would have referred them all to Eugene. Yeah, whenever they ask about insurance and medical and what is, before you thought of joining AIA, you would have said, why don't you contact my husband? He's number one. He's the best. He's awesome,
Uh,
right? So once you join, most
oh,
of your friends, maybe even some of your family, would have been clients of Eugene already, I imagine,
yes,
right?
yes,
So
yeah.
how did you start off then? Without having, like, for example, like if anybody joins the insurance market, the first segment they go to is their warm market, family, friends, right? And if say a large portion or big chunk of it had already been, already referred them to Eugene, how did you start off in the business?
You want to take this?
No, okay.
Okay. No, I'll just lead it in so that she can continue.
Sure.
So yes, she did give me some referrals. Some are mutual friends. Some of them eventually became friends with me thanks to her referring them to me.
Mm-hmm.
But also the way I see it is like Fel always has this friendship, this connection with people that on a higher level also. I feel like manager, and so she has this connection
Right.
with the CEOs also. So those are potentially her market as well. So she
Mm-hmm.
have been approaching that market segment, which for me was sort of untouchable, unreachable. Because being in advertising from the creative side, I guess we were closer to the guys from the creative side. So for
Right.
me would be executive creative directors, creative directors. Those are the people
Mm-hmm.
above me. Whereas on the management side, like CEO, CFOs, I don't necessarily deal with them or have dialogues with them, like conversations or like just coffee with them. I don't do that. But for
Sure.
Felicia, coming from the account management side, she would have more access to the people on top. I
Higher
feel,
ups.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's the market.
Felicia, anything you want to add?
So all you all you CEOs, friends, family, you know what to do. After this, after watching this, you can give me a call. I can help you with your financial planning. So yeah, what you were
Hard
saying
sell.
is kind of true. We have I mean I have my own set of clients. I have my own set of friends. Friends that I keep in touch with, like college friends last time, uni
Mm-hmm.
friends. Once in a while we do like PM each other on Facebook and all that. I think then I keep in touch with all these people. I don't straight away introduce or refer them to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean slowly. I mean now that they know,
Right.
I hope we continue talking. Not because I want to sell insurance, but I really, really, really appreciate that kind of friendship that we have now. In fact,
Sure.
doing insurance actually helped me to really take
Really
the
catch up.
initiative to catch up with old friends.
Mhm.
Just to
Okay.
find out
That's
how
good.
they are, where they are, how are things, Then you find out like, oh, okay, this friend of mine actually started own business or family and all that. So it's really
I think, yeah. I think
people.
Felicia has always
Mm-hmm.
been very good at doing that. She's always
Right.
really connecting with old friends, even from college or from school or from the same
Right.
hometown, ex-colleagues or colleagues from different companies. She's an ex-clients as well. So she's got this thing for just genuinely connecting with people. Like it's not like I want to connect with you just to sell you stuff. She is always
Mm.
just like that. She's genuinely like that. So I think that's a
Right.
good thing. Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Mhm.
That's great. So the main thing, like I mentioned when we first started the coffee talk, right, that I'm sure a lot of people are eager to hear.
Mhm.
Morning, you wake up next to each other. Sometimes most of the day you're going to be spending with each other as well, maybe doing joint appointments or lunch or
Yes.
even agency meetings. You'd be attending it together. At night, go back into the same house, back together again. How does that work? How's that dynamic like? Spending so much time together, day in and day out.
The good thing about this is that and I'm sure a lot of people reconnected during MCO lah. A lot of
Sure.
families because there's nothing else to do
Yeah,
besides being
exactly.
and being at home, confined to the four walls, right? So I guess MCO was a good thing because I also like really connected with my daughter, and then like connected with Fel, and then we have more conversations together because it's like you say, it's like 24 hours a day. It's always
Yeah.
you see Fel. I turn right, I see Fel. I turn left, I see Fel. So this has sort of like uh, it sort of leads it in towards working together lah. So now it's like, oh, I'm so used to her being around already. So okay lah. I really don't mind. To me, it's like not a problem at all.
Right.
And also prior to this, we used to work together, same company advertising, and
Mm.
going through ridiculous deadlines. We'll work, burn the midnight oil, and just work around the clock. And so I'm sort of used to seeing her. Then, then there was that gap where we don't really see each other anymore because we pursued different career paths. We were in different companies, and then now we are back to where we started. I mean, that's where I met Fel anyway in advertising in the same
Right.
company. So in a way, it's back to where we started So that's not much of a change for me lah. I feel it's quite easy lah. Yeah. How about
Okay.
you?
Fel, what about you? How do you feel?
I think as we as we grow up, right? When he started doing AIA and I was still in advertising, to be honest, we didn't really have much time
Mhm.
spent together.
Mm.
And especially with a kid now, even so, we don't have that, alone
Sure.
time together. So working together is good and bad in a way, lah. The good thing is it helps us really nurture as a couple, and also to really understand how the other person works, the other person's attitude towards work. I've,
Right.
for example, I've never seen him so passionate about work as much as he does right now when he
Wow.
started
Wow.
joining insurance. I mean, especially AIA, Kingdom
Right.
Group. I mean, for someone, a creative
Okay.
guy
Okay.
to wake up at 7:30 to go for 8 a.m. meeting, that is really, really greatest achievement ever.
Eight
Because
8:30 a.m.
oh,
meeting because 7:30 a.m. then 8 a.m. meeting I'll be late. So the meeting is at
okay,
8:30
so the meeting
a.m.
was at because creative guys. I mean, in creative agencies, by the time they get to work, maybe 10 something, 11. I'm not sure about now. I'm sure there are people who start as early as 9, but it was really, really difficult for him then.
Oh
So
yes.
I see a change in him
Mm.
and also the passion that he shows. We went for a few joint field together, and I really saw that passion when he explained to the client, when he talks to the client about, how we can protect their future, their dreams,
Mhm.
future, and all that. I was like, oh wow! But of course, I didn't tell him lah. Now that I
And now
know,
he knows.
yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Uh, so I said good and bad. The bad thing, not really as bad, but it's just a matter of like how you draw the line between personal and work.
Mm.
That's
That can be quite tough sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
How do you guys manage it? Moving since easy to the next question, right? The next tough question, right? So you guys are in the same agency, and
Yes.
how are you able to draw that line, work and personal, keep it separate? So like whatever
Uh,
happens in the office, business is business, is nothing personal. So does it
uh,
affect when you go back home at night or when you see each other in the morning? Does it have some sort of impact?
um, well, last time in advertising it was different because we were in different teams, right? And then
Sure.
Fel's
Yeah.
role was different, and then I was doing a different role, so it doesn't
Correct.
affect me directly.
Yeah.
Now I've recruited Fel, so uh, I mean, it started off because my expectations of her is like so high, right? Because I know how her work ethics, I know how disciplined she is, how systematic she is, and it's at the start it sort of like got to me and I was quite annoyed lah, I'll be honest. Like why
No
I
one's
mean
perfect.
why can't you get this done? I just don't get. So it became emotional, and then
Right.
I sort of really agitated. Then I told myself, okay, nah, cannot, I can't be emotional, right? This is not cool, and then it would affect
Mm.
our relationship also. So I decided to just keep it really, professional, and like work is work, and then yeah, because sometimes it just gets to me. I can't explain it lah, and she knows I have a hot fuse for her. Really, like because I expect so much from her. So my patience towards Fel is like really this much one. I don't.
Right.
That's how yeah, because yeah, I'm sorry.
Fel, what about you?
So yeah. We actually had a discussion, probably along the way, maybe like 1.5 months into this.
Mm,
Then working together, then that was when I said like, maybe we should sit down and discuss
yep.
this. We need to really. So we agreed like, when it comes to work, things have to
Mm,
be a bit more objective. Objective in the sense that, okay, we agree The working hours would be 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, so during that hours, it's all purely work. Okay,
Right.
although sometimes middle of the night I'll be like, hey, my case, this one, how? So I mean,
Free
help it,
consultation.
right? Free consultation. So yeah, so we set the expectation from the start, as in like
Right.
1.5. But at least we had that agreement. So we're still adjusting to all this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure things will work out. I mean, at the end of the day,
It has to work out, man.
yeah, because at the end of the day, we're working together for a while already, so we know our nuances and all that. So we should.
How would you rate the overall experience so far?
I'm a very patient person. So.
So how do you rate the experience?
Overall experience, getting to 8/10. I hope. I mean, now it's
Okay.
7.
But it's definitely on an upward,
yeah,
right?
definitely.
So it's definitely getting better with time, right?
Yeah, yes.
I'm sure it's a good experience for Fel because she doesn't need to drive, doesn't need to do
Yes.
anything. She just hops in and then she gets ferried to work and then Why? Wow.
Very ideal job there.
Yes. And the driver, free consultation, middle of the night.
That's good. Yeah. Not bad.
So, Fel, how long already have you been with Kingdom? Actually, how many months has it been?
Many months. Maybe about
3 months.
I think 3 months.
3 months.
Coming in 3 months.
So in the 3 months you've been with Kingdom, and watching Eugene do up what he does, and you yourself trying to follow suit, right? If you think back to the first day before you said okay, if you could go back in time to that point, would you still say okay?
Definitely. I mean, I would have told him, maybe you continue with your creative work and I start doing insurance first.
The other way.
The other way. I mean, yeah. So, yep. I would.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Even if he didn't say yes, I mean, I wanted him to say yes so that in that sense, it's a family decision and not just individual decision.
Yeah, and you're also thinking, another 16 years into the future, for example, if you guys are still doing this, and when Clarity, your daughter, turns 18, you give her a very big head start. You give an opportunity for her to have a very good head start, right? So
Yes.
that besides, trying to build your own career, you're also thinking 16 years into the future.
Yep.
And that's part of the plus point.
That's the plan. And of course,
yes.
Being in this industry, one of the perks, is traveling, right? The sales conventions, upon hitting your targets, then the company will send you to destinations around the world. So this kind of experiences, Fel has been with me on a few trips before, and like, it was very, very nice. So to be in this industry together as a family, and then to actually go on these trips when both of us qualify for those trips is even better because it's free lah. Because prior to joining, it was 50% off, right? So I would pay for her. But now if she hits it and I hit it, then it's like 100% free. Or of course we have to pay for our daughter. That's about it. So we would like to, it's a good thing. We want to do that more as well, of course.
Okay. So I mean, just to go back to my earlier question, right? Whole day together, if the convention trips you hit, you'll be in the convention trips together and so on. Do you think it's important though, as a married couple and now you're working together, to have some time apart, like your own private time, with a cup of coffee or with your own friends or so? What do you guys think? Or do you think it's absolutely fine spending 25 out of 24 hours a day together? How do you guys feel about that?
She doesn't. She has to put our kid to bed, but I still get that lah. So maybe that's our time apart.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest, we don't spend like 24/7 together.
Of course, yeah, sure.
And I have appointments I go on my own. Unless complicated ones, I would need his support. But he has his own appointments to go to. He has his coffee sessions to go to. I have my own.
Coffee, yeah.
Yes, coffee. Catch up sessions with our friends.
Right.
And at night, when I have to put my daughter to sleep, not complaining. I still get my me time. I put her to sleep, and I get to catch up on my Netflix. Me time as well.
Okay, that's good. Phil, for you, right, before you joined, I'm sure you had a perception on what Kingdom and AIA and insurance was all about, right? After now 3 months, 90 days or so has passed, right? Has your perception changed in any way? Before and after, basically?
Well, to be fair, I've always had, I always believe in insurance. I started getting my first insurance policy when I was 20 plus, I think, 24.
Oh, okay.
So I am a believer of insurance. And when it comes to insurance agent, I always trust the insurance agent. I didn't know what I was getting into, as in I didn't know what I was buying. So I just trust my insurance agent. Basically, she just told me that, okay, this is what you have, how much you'll be spending every month. Okay, then okay. And then 1 year later, she'll call, hey, this is how much with this. Are you okay? Yeah, okay. So I mean, like, it has always been like that. So when he told me that he wanted to join insurance, I was like, oh yes, please go ahead, because I saw a lot of I mean, my previous insurance agent, she had a lot of flexibility. She met with she had a lot of friends and all that. Also, she was doing quite well for just going out, coffee, talk to strangers, catch up with friends and clients. And then when he wanted to do that, I thought like it was a noble and good decision, instead of slogging himself middle of the night trying to wait for clients' approval. Is this copy okay? That copy okay? So after joining this, of course, I felt that, hey, I'm one of them. I can be as successful as them. I just need to find the time to do it lah. Just have that this one will give me the motivation to
trying, still learning. Yeah, but yeah, it's a good experience to actually do this together.
And also joining here. At first, I thought I was a bit doubtful. I'm not sure. Was that sure or not? I don't know whether I can do it, but I think with all the trainings that Kingdom provides, and also AIA, all the materials, I felt, hey, you know what? I can do this. Even if I'm not sure, I can always give a call to anyone or message anyone. I get all the answers.
The support is there, the structure is there.
Yeah, everything is there. So it's easy. I don't think anyone could fail if you really follow through the process and also the trainings.
Failing is not an option.
So again, you've been with Kingdom Group for about 90 days, right? If with the experience you've had so far in these 90 days, would you go back a year and say I should join now?
Yes, definitely. I would say definitely. Way before, if it was 5 years earlier, so even better.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, before we take questions from the floor, what parting words would you have for other parents, husband and wives, who are thinking about doing the same thing that you guys are doing? would you want to say anything to them if they're still hesitant? How I have children, how will I cope? Can I cope doing this business and taking care of children? Can I cope with my wife working together with me and me seeing her and that dynamic? Would it succeed? Do you have anything to say to them who are still 50-50 thinking about it?
Fel, any point of view from a mother?
Ladies
Uh,
first.
Always, yeah, okay. I always feel that this is a very, very sustainable career, especially for couples, because you play off each other's strength, but the destination is the same, right? So
Mm,
you come up with that goals that you guys set as a couple, and both of you are responsible to achieve it. You know,
right.
it has to be the same, and then the support is all the way through until you reach that goal that you set out as a couple in this industry.
Mm,
Uh, of course, sky's the limit. We've seen it. We've seen very, very successful agents in this industry, very, very successful leaders. Some agencies, the dynamics are a bit different, where the wife is the leader, and then the husband is the salesman, right? But some,
yeah.
the husband is the leader, yeah. So it depends on how it really works. Like I say, as a couple, you play to each other's strength, and then you eventually you need to decide who is going to be the leader and who is going to be the person that's doing the selling. Uh, of course, it is never a very smooth journey in this industry. There are a lot of, but it builds character. Like over the years,
Mm,
taking rejections is normal. So I'm sure at the start also she was finding it hard to find a feet, to find a footing. Sorry, because there were some rejections also. So I
sure.
had to support that emotional side for her and tell her that this is normal, and it. So in a way, for relationship, it also teaches me how to you know really support her emotionally, and also in a way be objective lah, like she said, work is work, and then relationship is relationship. But how I feel this partnership makes our bond stronger.
Right.
So for this were 50-50, I think, yeah, why not give it a shot? Because now is actually a good time, because
Mm-hmm.
you're spending most time at home, and then if you're thinking about joining this industry as a power couple,
Right.
uh now's the time, because everything is remote. You can do your exams remotely, you can do your AIA trainings remotely. You don't have to physically show up and attend like a 4-day course physically. So how are you going to take leave from your current job to do that? But now you can,
Sure.
because everything is online. So it's you can fast track lah. Everything is quite easy. It's more convenient
Mm-hmm.
now. So
Right.
just do it. I mean, it's fun, I think. I hope I answered the question.
Very
From a
positively. What
mother's
about you, Fel? Yeah.
point of view,
Mm-hmm.
would encourage couples with kids who want to join. I mean, I this is what I would suggest as a couple, or make the decision as a family. Like what I said,
Mm,
Right.
I needed him to say yes, come on board,
mm,
and it's a family decision. We make so our objective and mission and everything is for the family. So then when you have the same objective, the same goal, you will make things happen.
Mm,
You think
right.
of ways to, or someone to help along the way to take care of the kids, and you set a time, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. is my working hours.
mm.
And
Mm,
after that,
right.
2 p.m. onwards, I get to spend time. I have to take care of the family, cook for the family, So that is clean.
Cook for the family.
Cook for the family.
Okay, great, great. Well, I mean, thanks a lot for the sharing, because you guys offer a very unique perspective that not many people can. Working together, succeeding together, living together, being parents and whatnot, right? So it was great. Right now, I'd just like to check if there are any questions anybody wants to ask this power couple. Please just post them, and we'll get Fel and Eugene to address them. And let's see, are there any questions? Let's have a look.
Any questions?
Compliment, comment.
I think it's a compliment in itself that you guys managed to make this work already as it is, right? And like you mentioned, it's on the upward trend. It's getting better and better. You guys are working it out. What's the best way for it to happen? So I assume from what you shared, Fel, that communication is one of the most important things,
Yes,
right?
definitely.
When it comes to work, when it comes to personal, like you said, you told Eugene, we should sit down and talk it over. What are we going to do? What is the plan, right? To have a plan and end goal, and then both of you come together to work towards that goal,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, great.
Communication.
Very important, yeah, communication. Okay, so I don't think there are any questions. So thanks, Eugene. If anybody thinks of any questions later on, please do drop us a mail and we'll get them to answer and we'll post it on our Facebook page, yeah? In any event, thank you very much, Eugene and Felicia, for taking the time on this rainy Saturday. And
Oh, it's raining
I
at your
wish,
side.
yeah, it's kind of drizzling
mine-
actually now.
Oh,
It's threatening, yeah. So I wish you guys and all those who have tuned in, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. And for our viewers, we'll see you again in 2 weeks' time for our next Coffee Talk session. Have a great Saturday, guys.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks for
See
tuning
you.
in. See you
Happy
guys.
Halloween.
Happy
Happy Halloween. Yeah, I forgot about that. Happy Halloween, guys. Enjoy your Saturday then. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. So thank you everybody for joining us. As I mentioned, I hope everyone stays safe, stays at home, stays healthy. See you again in 2 weeks' time.